We're back.
We're back.
We never went anywhere, but we're back.
Yep, we're back.
Yeah, Friday after the rides and everything, and not everybody went on the bonus ride, so back here, there was a whole nother thing happen.
Yeah.
And it was kind of a party. We had a little bit of fire going. It was a good time. It was a good atmosphere to just be around everyone, chat, learn a little more about everyone that's hanging out.
A bonfire.
Yeah. It was a good time to actually put more of a life story to these people that we interact with all the time. You know what I mean? Because I made a comment to somebody Friday, and I was like, it's really weird that we interact so often that when we physically meet, it's nothing. It's almost like we've known each other forever, but we really don't know each other. So it's a really cool part of the weekend for me. I think that when we did have downtime, we were literally always hanging out with people, any part of our event, and everybody was able to join in and just hang and have a good time.
Everybody had the same vibe. It's just like, hey, don't be a dick.
And you're so close to wherever the people are congregated with around the town, city, lake lot that you could ride. You didn't have to drive or worry about it. You could ride back to wherever you were laying your head for the night.
No, I think,
or the morning, laying your head for the few hours you had left to sleep.
Yeah, I think Eastgate Wolf rode back and forth to the lot. Like, he set a record.
For sure.
Yeah.
He went around the lake
a lot of people went around the lake a lot. A lot of people went around the lake a lot.
Yeah.
Which was cool. They stopped at the boatyard. Went into the island house.
I did see that, yeah. We did a good job showing the local community what we meant by bringing people around here.
Mm-hmm.
Especially on Friday, I think, because Friday was the more laid-back day. Because a lot of people did come to the lot, and again, thanks to Joel and his family, because they had their camper on the lot and they pulled out the awning. Because we just had the Eco-Mobile tent, we really didn't think about that. So we're gonna have a couple more tents next year too. But it got hot Friday. Friday was the hottest day.
Yeah. Next year out on the lot. Next year also there's a good shady area nearby too. So,
yeah.
So that's something that we're already working on. We're already starting working on, which I actually get to go work at there later today at the Corn Festival, Millersport Corn Festival. I'll be working.
You can't see it.
No, I can't see it. Well, it's yellow. It's corn. You get it. That's our local nonprofit place that puts on a great festival every year, and I help when I can, as much as I can, help set it up and help take care of the grounds throughout the year. I'm trying to get over there as much as possible. It's been a hectic summer, obviously, but anyway.
Yeah. So waking up Saturday morning, I wake up, I check my phone. It's an hour past the time I wanted to wake up, and I wanted to be at the lot, and I had missed 2 missed calls from this guy already. And he was already at the lot and had almost he had the track laid out and then basically filling cones in at that point. So I rushed to get my stuff ready, got up. I didn't even take my race board. I ended up coming back and getting it.
I waited a while to call though.
Yeah.
Because I was like, dude, he flew through the air yesterday. He might have jet lag. So I want to make sure he gets enough sleep. Because, dude, that flight through the air was landing on your back. I knew he was going to be sore, and I knew the track in my head that I'm like, this is all going to work out just right. It's all going just right. I had only slept for a couple hours, but I'm used to not sleeping. So I haven't really slept for over 20 years. So
I didn't ride it all Saturday, actually, until after the track was done. Because I didn't even go get my board because I didn't run it. I only got it so Morgan could use my wheels.
Oh, that's right.
So I get to the lot. We finished setting it up. I finished what he didn't already have done, basically, and was working on. We set everything up. People started arriving. We had a much better layout to defend against the overhead sun with where we had parked. I think that was a much better spot than the other side of the lot we used on Friday. It was a good morning because to set up our registration, we didn't really have any system or computer system or anything. So I just used index cards and I made a sample on what I wanted on it just so I used them to make notes on when people hit cones on what lap it was. And then we used them to write their times, record everything, and that was basically our lap systems.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure that I was there, the lot was ready, everything was up and ready to go. So if somebody showed up there at 8:30 or 9 o'clock, like everything was ready to go. And it worked out perfect because we naturally just gravitated to exactly, we kind of both knew, I think we just already knew how it was going to flow anyway. And we both naturally just went right to the spots that worked out perfectly.
Yeah. Saturday went really smooth. It took a little longer. Thank you, Teddy, so much for letting me use your Draggy Pro. Mine kept losing connection, and I did not trust it. And his did a great job with the standalone recording too that mine didn't have. So thank you, Teddy. I'm sorry you didn't get an award for that. You should have.
Dude, yeah, they definitely went home though with quite a few trophies. Their trunk was full. They were like,
I think they took more than half of the total trophies we had.
Dude, I think they barely had room for those 2 checks. They had to somehow slide them in through the roof.
Yeah.
But we also got to remember though, when it comes to the times, we're also on lake time. So lake time's a little different than normal time. Just we had the perfect number of people in the perfect spots, and it was just flowed perfectly.
As far as the races go, I was really happy with how they went. We did, for those that don't know, we didn't do wheel-to-wheel racing, no risk of bumping or cutting lines or anything like that. We're here just to improve our abilities and have a good time. I don't think there was a single person that ran a slower lap at the end of the weekend than they started with, because everybody learned the lines, everybody learned a little bit on how to navigate a track with hairpins and things like that. It wasn't so technical that people were having to stop and get off their board and kick it around. So I think it's a good track layout for what we had. My only worry is how fast Morgan Brady goes.
I was just going to say, didn't you say he hit 40?
No. I messaged him to get that information.
Okay.
He hit 35. Which is still wild on that track, because I think my fastest I ever hit when we built it with a longer straightaway was 34. So, and mine was in the straight, where his was probably coming around the back, coming across the finish line is where he was hitting that 35.
Yeah, right around that last turn.
He
just
was
straight get it.
He was hitting like the perfect slip angle every time, and it looked like he was just drifting it and going.
Yeah. The wind almost knocked me out into the weeds off the track.
He also offered some suggestions for like finals and things like that, on how to run the event to kind of keep people moving faster and not risking hurting their boards or themselves too.
Yeah.
So thank you for those suggestions too, Morgan.
And a lot of people that weren't even thinking about doing anything, they got out there. A lot of them saw that, hey, we got these, what were they, 12-year-old girls on scooters out there putting down times.
Even 12, man. Some of those girls were like 8 or 9, I think.
They were out there putting down times, and I think everybody, it was just kind of an open enrollment. If you want to do this, get in there. And I was able to weave them in between the other guys.
Yep. Track cleaning sessions, because a couple of them were a little nervous about being on there with everyone up.
Yeah.
So we shut the track down to clean it and let them we let them practice while the track was shut down.
The way we did it was everybody got 10 laps. So you could take your time, find your line, and we took the top 3 times. And that way, you ran a great line this time. Great, now tie it all together. In that way, and not everybody did 10 laps. So most people actually did less than the 10 laps.
Yep.
Except for Teddy.
Teddy was the last one.
He was the last one, and he just goes. So the last one gets to get a few more.
Yeah, the last one just stole the track, is what he did. He had a track takeover. I think he did an extra 5, 6, 7 laps.
Yeah, and it was fun watching.
And he was running on Morgan's board as well too. So Morgan went first.
Yeah. And
just set the track on fire.
Did he do them on the Supernovas?
No, he ran everything on the BRPs, and when everything was said and done, they swapped his wheels out and everything like that, and then he ran a half a second faster time completely than he had ran all day on the M-board Supernovas.
Yeah, so half a second faster on the Supernovas.
I think it was 0.4 and change, but essentially half a second.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
On a 16-second track, it's not like he shaved half a second off of a minute. He shaved half of a second off of 16 seconds.
Yep. You're welcome inboards for the phone call.
Yeah, inboards. I need a new set of wheels. Mine are angled.
Yeah, he was out there. Yeah, just gliding across the track. No, I think
I'm
that's
just
awesome.
kidding. I don't need new wheels. They are actually held up. The wear indicators are still pretty deep.
Yeah, they are great.
I'm
They
actually
really are
very
great wheels.
surprised at after how hard him and Teddy were ripping that track up, how much tread I have left.
Yeah.
Tread. How much life I have left.
Those are a great wheel, and I know they say just for the track, but basically everywhere around here is like a track. So I've been riding them everywhere. Those are a nice freaking
They're
wheel.
a great wheel. Good job, inboards. On
Yes.
that. Seriously.
Congratulations. That's a good
Maybe
one.
you'll send some for our raffle next year.
Oh.
Saturday evening ride. What happened between tracks and the evening ride? The group ride.
So Saturday.
got
Oh, wait, I
approached.
haven't gone through Saturday yet.
Oh.
My Saturday
Your
was
Saturday.
getting up.
You got some tracks and some laps and stuff.
Yeah, I didn't really get to. I did a total of 15 laps, I think, because I was just like trying so hard to stay on schedule.
Yeah.
Like I was really trying to be like, okay, today, because I know how, but I also know that the sunset was perfect, the timing was perfect.
Yeah.
So yeah, just getting out there, setting up the track. I got to meet some more locals that came out that are active in the community with different event things. And
Oh yeah, Bob.
Bald Bob, who I thought was bald, apparently he's not. I hadn't
He was
slept
wearing
in
a hat.
quite a while at this point, but that's all right.
He was wearing a hat.
He was wearing a hat, yeah. So the sun was in my eyes. So we did the lap thing was a lot of fun. That just watching everybody do it,
Yeah.
for me, it was fun. Greg got out there. Grant was doing really good. Florida, buddy,
Dude, he was shredded.
he got some really good times.
And he was on
The tiny
polyurethanes,
board.
I think. Oh no, he had pneumatics. That's right.
Yeah, he was on the tiny.
That's
Let's see who there. Like basically everybody was in like that 25 and under second range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The kids going around the track, like when their last couple laps, one of
Yeah.
the girls was on the one wheel and she's screaming with her arms, and that was the moment for me all weekend. I
That's
loved
right.
that
We did
moment.
the trophies.
Yep.
Yeah, we had a lot of trophies for everybody.
And they did
And-
not go for what we had them intended for.
Nah.
We ended
just
up giving
changed
out-
everything on the fly.
We ended up having to change things on the fly because a lot of the events and activities we had planned ended up getting pushed aside. So if you liked the events we had planned and we didn't do them, let us know, because we want to work them in if you want to do them. That's the whole point of this, is we want to include stuff that makes it fun for everybody.
Yeah.
I thought the Hippie Jump Fest was going to be great, or the Hippie Jump activities was going to be great, and then I didn't realize everybody was just like, no, that's you, man.
Dude, it was tired, and everybody's so tired too at the
Yeah.
end. But Pablo had mentioned the board dancing
Yep.
at the very beginning, and he was patient the whole weekend.
Yeah.
And as we're at the end, I'm like, come on, call him out. And Josh was like, man, I'm doing my back hurt. I said, okay, well, I guess Josh is going to forfeit. And
Yeah, I
Pablo
heard that
came
word.
out, and Pablo came out and danced his little heart out.
I heard that
And-
word, and I went and I grabbed my longboard.
Yep. There was
And Pablo beat
almost
me for
interference.
sure. He had a much better, cleaner run. He had 1 foot touchdown, but he made it look like it was part of the dance.
It was all
And-
part of it. He had to get going.
Yep. He flowed really well. He had a lot of good transitions.
That's what we call.
Changed it up.
So that foot down thing. That's what we call a throttle stall. A throttle stall foot tap.
His
Yeah.
throttle false foot tap.
If you follow,
I can't say it.
If you follow with a pirouette like he did and stare at the spot that you stepped down,
Yep.
then that's an extra half a point. So it all worked out. It worked out great. Saturday,
I couldn't
doing
stay on my
the
board.
Teddy and Addie and Morgan, they were surprised by the checks. I
Yep.
felt great doing that.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
hold on 1 second. That was 100% Keith. I'm going to give him credit for that. When he mentioned it to me, I kind of was like, no, because I don't want people to push and get hurt for a couple $100. So I was like, no, and what he had thought of was maybe we just do it, but we don't tell people, and it was
Yeah.
a surprise. I can't guarantee that's going to happen every year, but you know what I mean? 'Cause that came out of pocket. So maybe if our sponsors and
So
supporters want to
next
help
year
with that.
we're already starting. Yeah, we're gonna be working on the local community.
But that
I
was
think.
all him, so thank him, you three that got that, and
my
hopefully
pleasure.
you put it back into Eastgate and more Eastgate
Addie
stuff.
walked up to Teddy and goes, Supernovas! And I was like, that's awesome.
He spent it the minute he saw it.
That
That's a
made
good-
it all worth it,
That's
honestly.
a good way to spend it, honestly. Get a
Yeah,
good, he's building a DIY, and those would go perfect on it.
Yeah, that made it all worth it for me. I had an opportunity here to bet on us, and we both create, and I think we did a great job by really, really, really bringing a lot of eyes to everything from both sides of the coin, from both the community locally that saw everybody that came out and saw the interactions, and the community of the PeV community that came out. They were the ones out riding. They were the ones out interacting with the public and getting asked questions and being super cool and chill, because that's what really it's all about, and that's what I wanted to really do. And so I kind of had an opportunity to do it, and so now from this point forward, you know, like I said, we're already working on securing everything for next year, because this is something that we want to continue to grow and just get bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no reason for it not to.
Do
So-
all 3 days, because Sunday ended up being a very fun. It started a little hectic,
It did,
but we're not there yet. It started
yeah.
a little hectic, but make sure when you come out you plan to do all 3 days, because a lot of people didn't plan to stay Sunday, or some people I heard didn't know about it.
Mhm.
So every year we're going to do Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
But Friday will be like a midday meetup, and I think we're always going to keep Friday as a casual day.
Yeah.
Um,
It's such an easy place to get around, and that's what
communicate within the community,
yeah.
so that way not everyone's checking 2 different chats.
Yeah, thanks to Kyle. Thank you, Kyle, another local who came out.
Oh, yeah,
Ended up
Kyle.
being a great help.
Yes,
He was awesome.
Yes, absolutely. He helped a lot with
Dude,
Sunday.
he was on. I'm
Sunday
not
and
that
Saturday.
savvy switching between apps.
Neither one of us like phone apps or chatting a lot through those things, so he did great keeping everything we had told him on the chats and informed. He showed up, he did, which is a good lead in for the Saturday night rides. He tailed the Saturday night ride because I had no lights left.
I didn't have
I was
any
in,
lights.
I was in pitch black all weekend.
It was a no moon night, and it's a lake, so it gets dark. And I didn't have any lights on my board because I had loaned them all out, or they had died, and the lake just kind of had sent somebody over. I think the lake knew, the universe knew, because here comes the dude on a one wheel, another local guy.
Yeah.
Who just showed up. I hadn't seen him the whole time. Just rolls up on me and asks me about the light situation. He's like, did I hear you gave your lights away or something? And he says, you're gonna need this, and hands me this awesome light. Which I
He
wish
wants
I
to
had.
show you.
I want to show you so bad. It's right there.
He wants to show you.
Because I have a crazy obsession with flashlights. I always say be a light in the darkness. And this thing is, it's so bright. It's so bright, and it looks like a lightsaber as I'm going down the trail.
Yep, it's
And-
pretty bright. You could see it at night.
It is bright. In fact, the natural resource officer was out on the water and recording us as we were going, because she wanted to show, hey, this is what we're doing, and that we're not being rude, we're not being this or that. And it was so cool meeting her, Alyssa,
Yeah.
I think her name was. And I can't wait till next year she puts some glow skates on and skates with
Yeah,
us.
she had said something about putting on her roller skates that have glow wheels, and I said, do it.
Yeah, and the picture on the Heartland PeV Fest page, that's not edited. That doesn't have any filter, I don't think, on it at all, because that's exactly the way the sky looked that night.
Yeah.
And it was beautiful. I mean,
Ohio skies are pretty awesome.
yeah, the people that came out, I think everybody just loved it and thought it was beautiful, and the fact they could just go. If you didn't want to be at the track, then you can go run somewhere. If I got something, go run down and grab it.
Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah, and you got to recharge, stop at one of the places, grab a bite, and plug in real quick, and you can get around no problem. So
If anyone has an idea on how to make a stencil to stick into this, it's a round bulb, or a round lens. I want to create a bill signal like the bat signal for him, so he can shine it on the buildings and call all of us. So if you have an idea for it, let me know.
Yeah, that moonless night. I think that may be the times that we try to schedule this thing for next year.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get on that calendar and look it up. It's either gonna be a full moon or it's gonna be a no moon.
Yep.
One or the other.
Yep. It'll either be super bright and you won't
Yep.
need lights, or our lights are gonna look insanely bright out there.
Yeah. That had a bonfire, invited everybody up for a bonfire. Halfway through the ride, we stopped at Here and After and did the raffle, which, by the way, we did the Heartland PeV Fest, which is in the process of becoming a nonprofit organization and working with Buckeye Lake boards and the local community and the Lions Club and stuff like that. The Heartland PeV was able to donate $850 to GoFundMe for Ricardo Gomez from California that got in an accident over a year ago. His story was insane, and the timing of the phone calls and everything. I promised his wife over a year ago that if we ever got something like this off the ground, that we would try to help them in any way. And he's still got a long road, but he's part of the community, and I want good because it was almost like a surprise.
Yeah,
they forgot all about it, and I happened to talk to him literally a week before. Or a week before, and a week after I had spoke to Josh about and let him know the whole backstory.
To everyone that bought raffle tickets. That being said, the raffle ticket that won the prize was a free raffle ticket.
Yep.
The family did not buy extra tickets. There's no obligation to do it. You can still win amazing prizes just by showing up, because we're going to keep doing this.
Yep.
Raffle.
Oh yeah, heck yeah. We're gonna. I mean, the sponsors. I've reached out to all of them and just told them all that we hope to continue to grow the relationship with them, along with any other number of PEV companies out there.
Yep.
I mean,
we need more companies outside of Eastgate to give us. We don't want stuff. We just want things that are within your community that people will like when they attend and they win.
Yeah, and something to showcase. It's a perfect place to showcase stuff. We didn't really ask anybody for anything. The companies that sponsored it, they saw the vision and they jumped on board, and they were more than awesome.
Yeah,
and that's how we got one guy from a one wheel onto a board. We got somebody else on a board. We got somebody else looking at one wheels. We got some people. I don't know how many people are interested in bikes.
There was a lot of
EUCs. How many people were riding EUCs?
I was just gonna say there was a lot of people. Thank you, Patrick, by the way. He spent like most of Friday and Saturday away from the track, except for when he was practicing and competing on the track, teaching non-EUC people how to ride EUCs. And two of those people he taught took that thing all the way around the track several times.
No kidding, dude. I can't. I'm still struggling with that thing.
I still can't barely turn them. I still struggle to go in a straight line. So to watch somebody get on one and in the same day go around a track without someone holding their hand or walking them, it's incredible to me. So thank you, Patrick, for that. That was pretty cool. For
me, the one wheel and the bikes. Turon style bikes, there's all kinds. The e-motos, I guess, I really like those. And I'm learning about them more and more, but I do like to rip stuff a lot. So that's what this place is for. It's a recreational area. So let me go out and rip your stuff up. Let him go out and rip your stuff up. One wheels and the bikes. One wheels, those are blast. Those were a lot of fun. They're
a great utility, especially for the fairgrounds we're gonna have.
Yeah.
They're probably those are gonna get around those fairgrounds.
That would be awesome.
Easy. And that's where the Oak City Shred Fest vibes come in.
Yeah.
Because e-skates are great off-road, but they're not as agile to turn. It is what it is. That's how e-skates are. One wheels, basically, you can pivot on a point.
Yeah, some double kingpins on off-road. It's not too terrible.
Yeah.
We're at right there.
Saturday night ride.
Saturday night ride now to the raffle. Yeah, after the raffle. Oh, the food, the here and after.
Yeah.
The here and after. Yeah. Wow.
Thank you, Ben, at the Here and After.
Yeah, beautiful location outside. Man, the food was awesome. We had some appetizers out. Grant Chong fed. He shows up to us out of the blue. Neither one of us can see straight. And just hands each one of us half of this awesome chicken sandwich.
It was so delicious. I'm so picky about my food, and this sandwich had so many things on it. I said, what is on this? And I picked up my bun and I went to scrape it off. I was like, and I just took a bite, and it was Incredible. Thank you, Grant. I needed it.
The bartenders there both
Yes.
seemed to be very interested in a couple of the things they saw. The one guy was like, dude, those were some
One of them
awesome
accepted a
raffles."
raffle ticket. One of
Oh,
them
did
was
he
that
really?
interested. I offered the bartenders raffle tickets. One declined and one accepted.
That's cool.
Yeah, so that would have been wild if he would have won the board.
Yeah.
That would have been hard.
The dad that won, his reaction, and his
Yeah.
daughters won some stuff. And Matt Eastgate, we had a ton of hats.
Yeah,
Matt
yeah.
Eastgate and the links.
I
with
think
the,
everybody got at least one thing because
Yeah.
once the raffle was done, we still had a lot of hats,
Nico Mobile
t-shirts,
t-shirts and hats.
and other small things left over. I think too. I think everybody walked away with something. I said after the raffle, if you didn't win anything, come bring me your ticket just to make sure you're part of our raffle, and then pick something out of the box. And then once that happened, I'm pretty sure there were still things left because I walked
Yeah.
around just giving things to people that I
Yeah.
thought they'd fit or they didn't have yet.
There was stuff left over from the gift bags too. We
Oh,
had
yeah.
gift bags with the LED lights.
To light up the ride gift
light
bags.
up the right light up the right.
That's a
gift
good
bags.
reason to show up early and not wait until Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, I had like 60 of them, and they all ended up gone.
Yeah, fair. I think by Friday.
They were, yeah, most of them were gone by
Because
Friday.
there were a lot of people asking if we had any left Saturday before the ride, and I was like, I can't find any. I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah, I guess that's a good
Yeah.
problem to have.
That's why there were so many lights out there.
Yeah.
That was a good time.
And we left the here and after and finished out the trail. Went down, did the big.
Oh, yeah.
Went around the parking lot, around the fountain.
That's right.
The fountain was nice, cool, lit up.
It was lit up.
And we were in this big, giant, huge lot, and somebody, the International Association of PeV Rex, is investigating this one too. In that big, giant lot, somebody managed to touch wheels with local Eastgate girl, who that girl is Superwoman. She went, it happened right next to me. She went flying
I
through.
think she flies farther than me.
Yeah, she's gonna be, like I said, she's gonna be laying out next year, sliding into the turns. But
That Supergirl logo on her chest.
yeah. And so then all of a sudden, you know, she hops up, I'm fine. And then all of a sudden, Buddy James is back there, old wolf back there. I think I hit her tire.
Buddy, come clean. If it was you, tell her.
He said, I got it on film.
We need footage.
Yeah, we need
Speaking of footage, I met a guy this weekend. Sorry to derail the process of the days we're going through. I met a guy that I think he's in media. He did a lot of trackside interviews. He brought a great
Right.
energy and vibe. He's got probably one of the best clips of the fountain because I think he was circling it with his really long Insta stick.
He was. He's got some.
Brian
really cool-
Jackson, I think was his last name.
Yeah, really cool dude.
Thank you, man.
You can delete that footage of me crying.
Yeah.
It was a long weekend.
I think we're gonna get some more footage from him later, guys. He said he's got a lot to go through and stuff. But he was gonna share it with us, so we'll have a lot of clips. We're gonna share everything we got throughout the year, because we simply did not record that much personally.
Couldn't.
We didn't have time. Sunday he got more
I got
than I did. I got
Sunday.
four or five clips Sunday. I think 3 on Saturday.
End of the Saturday night, I invited people back for a bonfire. I got to sit and chill with
He
Never
lit a
Riding.
dresser on fire. It was huge.
Yeah. And I got to chill with Never Riding. I got to learn about the name.
Oh yeah,
It
he
was
filmed
awesome
a
to
lot.
chilling with him. I had a good time chilling. I chatted with him for a long time through
Yep.
the night, and then I had to force myself to go to bed Saturday night. I really did, because I wanted to
did
get
it.
up. I wanted to get up and make sure I was up and ready for the Sunday craziness, and that's probably a good
Yeah.
segue right into the next episode. Stay tuned.
Bah, we'll be back.
And we're back.